I'm gonna take number 3 and stitch it to the ass of number 2, creating some type of human centipede where the Incredible Hulk will put it on a leash and walk it in his front yard.
This is the worst.
Mama, do you know who the best is, Mama? The Incredible Hulk's the best, Mama.
You went full retard, man.
Yeah.
Never go full retard.
UFC 327 is this Saturday, and Fight Week already delivered chaos at Media Day. Let's get into it. This Saturday at the Kaseya Center in Miami, former champion Jiri Prochazka faces Carlos Ulberg for the vacant light heavyweight title. Alex Pereira moved up to heavyweight and left the belt behind, which suddenly puts all the focus on this fight. Prochazka comes in off back-to-back knockout wins over Jamal Hill and Khalil Roundtree Jr. He's been training at the UFC Performance Institute in Mexico City since February. Ulberg, meanwhile, is riding a 9-fight win streak, including a knockout of Dominic Reyes last September. The New Zealand native trains out of City Kickboxing alongside Israel Adesanya. And at Media Day, Prochazka got asked whether we're about to see a more aggressive version of him.
Camp for preparation to start faster.
Start faster, so that's mean for me unlock these primal aggression inside myself to go there like to the second round, to start the first round like a second round. We are focused to not start slowly, and as soon as I can start in a fight, then I can deliver the win.
Ulberg made it clear he wanted the Pereira fight, not just a vacant title. He is the man right now, and he is definitely the guy that I wanted to fight for that title. But he also made it clear that if that's what it takes, he'd follow Pereira all the way to heavyweight.
Yeah, I would have loved to have fought the champion. He is the man right now, and he's definitely the guy that I wanted to fight for that title. Yeah, it'd mean like I said, he's the man at the moment, and to be the man, you got to beat the man. You got to be, if you want to be the best, you got to beat him. He's definitely the guy that I've been keeping a close eye on and wanting that fight, because I know that'd be the fight to make happen.
Before we keep going, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Helps the channel more than you'd think. Now, the moment everyone's been talking about from Media Day. Josh Hokit, who fights Curtis Blaydes on Saturday, confronted Prochazka in the hotel lobby before Media Day. Hokit was waving a toy lightsaber, doing a fake Mexican accent, and told Prochazka, "I'll cut you up with this lightsaber, homie, and then fucking stitch your head on Alex Pereira's body." Prochazka stayed completely calm. He told him to stay where he was, then eventually pointed him toward the door.
Well, I haven't seen this shit. Stay where you are.
Oh, Jiri said stay where you are. I'll cut you with the lightsaber.
Stick your head on Alex Pereira's body, homie.
What?
I mean, it's like it's for.
Bro, Jiri looks.
I think Jiri don't really.
He's such a cool motherfucker.
Yeah, he's so cool.
He doesn't really mess around. It's like he's very focused. So I think Hokit's trying to make a clip for him.
Hokit also tried to get something going with Ulberg in the hallway, but Ulberg walked right past him without even acknowledging it.
What's up, dog? Hey, you're kind of big, dog. You want to come up to heavyweight, dog? Yeah, dog. You don't want none of this fucking down.
Then during his media scrum, Hokit kept the whole act going.
I'm gonna take out number 4 and I'm gonna saw off his head and put it on Alex Pereira's body, and then I'm gonna take number 3 and stitch it to the... Yeah.
Mama, you know who the best is, Mama? The Incredible Hulk's the best, Mama.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, dog? Hey, that shit got kind of weird, dog. I'm sorry, dog. But the fucking down vatos back, homie. How do you get a squirrel down from a tree, homie? You drop your pants and show him your nuts, homie. Dang, that was a good one, homie. Hey, what do you call a Mexican that lost his car, dog? Carlos, homie.
Blaydes got asked about it and wanted no part of it. He said, "The UFC can just take away my microphone. I'm not going to respond." That's what he wants. He wants the views. He wants to get that viral moment like McGregor. What do you guys think of that? Let us know in the comments. Dana White dropped a lot of news on Tuesday night. First, he confirmed that President Trump will be at UFC 327 this Saturday in Miami, the same venue where Trump became the first sitting president to attend a UFC event last year at UFC 314. Second, White said that during the UFC 327 broadcast on Paramount Plus, they're going to show a preview of the White House South Lawn setup for the June 14th card. His words. Actually, the fight this Saturday will be the first look people will see what the South Lawn is going to look like. He also said they start loading into the White House in May. And on weather concerns for an outdoor card in DC, he didn't sound worried at all.
What if it rains? Are you guys prepared?
We're fighting.
Oh, wow. Straight up.
If it fucking snows, we're fighting. We're fighting.
No matter what. That's
the only thing. Nothing will stop this show going that night. It can fucking rain. It can what? Lightning.
There was also a wild moment where Adin Ross told the story of how he first met White.
The first time I met you, I'm down like $500K. And I literally don't know him. I obviously know who he is, but I don't know him personally. I'm down $500,000. And I'm just sitting there and I'm on stream and he comes, he sits down. I'm trying to put him up. He's like, no, I got you. He beats me out of he pays my $500K marker off and gives me $50K and says, enjoy the night, kid. Thank you. That's just some Dana White shit, you know? That's the shit that Dana does.
Moving on to Alex Pereira, whose heavyweight camp content has been gold this week. Glover Teixeira posted a video of Pereira in Brazil over Easter eating 2 burgers and fries mid-camp, calling it a heavyweight diet. The clip went viral instantly. One fan wrote, "Bro ordered a second burger as a side dish for the first one." Pereira was also seen out in Teixeira's hometown handing out chocolate to kids. Always a good look. The bigger picture here, Pereira is set to fight Cyril Gane for the interim heavyweight title at the White House card on June 14th. If he wins, he becomes the first fighter in UFC history to hold titles in 3 different weight classes. Prochazka, who shared the cage with him twice, is already backing it. He said, "I believe Alex can do that. Alex can do that, especially when I saw him, his weight is going up." And just to be clear on the title situation, Tom Aspinall is still the undisputed heavyweight champion, but he's sidelined after double eye surgery following the Gane fight at UFC 321. That's why we're getting an interim belt here. So the question is simple. Who you got, Pereira or Gane? Drop your predictions below. Now a quick rundown on the White House card itself. Ilia Topuria versus Justin Gaethje headlines for lightweight title unification. Topuria is 17-0, coming off knockouts over Volkanovski, Holloway, and Oliveira, one of the craziest 3-fight runs we've ever seen. Gaethje picked up the interim belt against Paddy Pimblett back in January. And don't forget, Arman Tsarukyan is still right there as the next logical contender waiting in the wings. Pereira versus Gane is your co-main. Then you've got Sean O'Malley defending his bantamweight title, plus Ruffy versus Chandler, Nickel versus Dawkins, and Lopez versus Garcia. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Topuria's manager Malky Kawa explained how this fight actually came together.
I called and said, hey, are you guys going to use Ilia Topuria for this card? The answer was no. Wednesday comes around. I get a phone call that says, hey, he could fight. It's his choice. Justin Gaethje or Islam Makhachev. And I immediately said, shit, we want Islam. And they said, okay, great. We'll give you X number for you to fight him. And I said, bro, you know that never will happen. They said, here's the number, and you have a choice. I said, I want Islam. That's exactly what we said. Ilia Topuria wants Islam Makhachev. That's who we wanted to fight. He said, well, call me back, let me know if that'll work. All right, cool. That was on Wednesday. Friday comes, they didn't speak to me, I didn't speak to them. I go to bed. I tell you, this is all documented. 10 o'clock at night, I go to sleep. At 11:59 to the T, I get a phone call. I'm getting blown up by my brother. He's blowing me up. Hey, bro, Hunter just called me. They want Ilya to take the fight. They want Ilya to fight. Called Hunter. Said, what's up? We want Ilya to fight. I said, okay. Islam can't fight. His hand is messed up. That moment, right? Friday night, I'm on the phone with the UFC brass and we're negotiating. And I told you guys this. All night we negotiated. That negotiation was for Justin Gaethje. Islam Makhachev was never an actual option. Who's ducking who? I'm still standing here today in front of you guys and telling you I never once said Islam was ducking anybody. Everybody agrees that Islam and Ilya might be the biggest fight in UFC history. Don't you guys think that should have the biggest payday in UFC history? I'd be a damn fool to take that fight for less than the right numbers for that fight. Why would I do that? It's not like I asked for $100 million. I didn't ask for $50 million. I asked for a number that I think is super reasonable. You guys are telling me that Ilya Topuria is running from an Islam Makhachev? We're asking for that fight. We actually want to move up to 170, fight him there and win that third belt. So after this fight, what's going to happen is we're going to have that conversation again. And it'll be up to the UFC, again, whether or not we get that fight. But the numbers have to be right. By the way, it's not like they offered me Islam and I said nah to Islam. I said no to Islam and Gaethje. We weren't going to fight. The number was so low, we didn't want nothing to do with it. When I called Ilya at that time, I want you guys to understand, at midnight my time, I think it was like 6, 7, 8 o'clock in the morning in Spain. Hey, bro, they want you to fight on the White House. So he's laughing at me. Oh, really? Ha, 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 ha. Okay, Islam? And I said, nah, they said Islam's hand is hurting. And he laughed again. He was like, man, fuck. At some point, that guy's got to fight me.
And Topuria's already in full confidence mode. He sent a message to Trump in an interview saying, don't blink and come with your hair neatly combed, because it's going to be over quickly. He even updated his Instagram bio to 18-0 before the fight has happened. And one more thing. HBO Max just announced a 3-part docuseries called Los Topuria dropping in June. In other news, the MVP Netflix card on May 16th keeps building. Ronda Rousey vs. Gina Carano headlines with Francis Ngannou also on the card. Nate Diaz vs. Mike Perry was added recently, and Jake Paul's Most Valuable Promotions is behind the whole event. It's starting to look like a seriously stacked alternative to the UFC's White House show. Some fans are already saying it rivals the White House card. Even MMA Mania ran the headline, MVP's Netflix card is turning into everything UFC's White House show should have been. But not everyone agrees. Daniel Cormier shut that down quick. For people comparing it to the White House card, no chance, guys. Diaz also touched on a potential Conor McGregor trilogy while speaking on Theo Von's podcast. He said, me and Conor will fight again when the time is right, but it's going to be when we're both on the uprise, not when somebody is dying or I'm nobody's comeback story either. So what are you more excited for, the White House card or the Netflix card? Let us know. Now for one of the more emotional stories heading into Saturday. Cub Swanson is fighting his last fight. Swanson is 42 years old and the last active fighter from the WEC era. He's in the UFC Hall of Fame for that legendary 2016 war with Doo Ho Choi. He holds the featherweight record for post-fight bonuses with 11, and over the years, he's picked up wins over names like Charles Oliveira and Dustin Poirier. Saturday, he steps in there one final time against Nate Landwehr. And that's it. End of an era. Swanson summed it up perfectly, saying, I never bought my own hype. Nothing but respect. A few quick hits before we go. Johnny Walker, who fights Dominic Reyes on Saturday, says he's thinking about a move up to heavyweight. He's been sparring with Francis Ngannou and explained it pretty simply. On a diet, I can't train properly. Gable Steveson, the Olympic gold medalist, is reportedly going to be in attendance at UFC 327 this weekend to meet with UFC executives about a possible move to the heavyweight division. And Shara Magomedov's manager says talks are underway for a grappling match between Shara Bullet and Alex Pereira. Since Shara can't compete in the US right now due to licensing issues, this could be a way to keep him active. That's it for today. Massive weekend ahead. UFC 327, a vacant title fight, Trump cage side, Cub Swanson's final walk, and Hokit vs. Blaydes with all that build-up. Subscribe, hit the bell, and I'll see you in the next one.